This video is part of a series. Complete the previous videos in this playlist before you start this video. The complete playlist information, the material and the code file information is given in the video description below.
Let's go to our next topic, which is tracing using LangSmith. One of the biggest problem with Agentic AI frameworks when people started building agents, when they started orchestrating multiple agents, workflows, and tools, one of the biggest problem that we have seen is how to trace back the errors. How do you debug? How do you debug and monitor your complex agentic AI systems? Even if we are building them by using LangChain, I'm not talking about LangGraph, I'm talking about LangChain. Even the agents that are created by using LangChain, we have this biggest issue. How do you identify where the workflow is failing? Very quickly, how do you identify that? How do you identify incorrect usage of the tool? Everything looks like a black box. How do you monitor the cost? How do you check the workflow overall navigation? So these are some of the problems that people have faced. Somehow LangGraph has been created to address all this. Your overall tracing looks much easier. In fact, we have seen the previous example where we try to print what is happening. We can clearly see first it goes to generate, then tool, then generate, then reflect, then generate. We can somehow track, we can somehow trace the whole navigation of how agent is getting into the final result stage and giving us the final result. In fact, that is a very much manual way of tracing the whole agent workflow. There is a better way to do that if you can connect your project to LangSmith. So if we go to LangSmith website, if we get the API key from there, if we create a project there, and if we get the API key from a LangGraph, if we connect it to our agent, then every step that we were debugging, every step that we are tracking here, that will be automatically traced on LangSmith server. Yes, this is not free, but there are some free credits that they are providing, at least for the learning purpose, we can use it. But if somebody is very serious, if we are building production grade agents, then it may be a good idea to connect our LangChain or LangGraph AI agents to LangSmith so that the tracing and observability debugging can be easily done. So LLMs that are developed by using LangChain and LangGraph, we can trace what is happening behind the scenes by using LangSmith. And LangSmith it literally records everything. Like it will record the prompts, model responses, what tools were called, every trace, what is the overall path the agent has followed, what is the overall workflow, what was step 1, what was step 2, step 3, what are the agents, what are the workflows, everything will be taken care by LangSmith. You will see all of that recorded. And why tracing is important? Tracing may not be important when you are learning something like this. When we are just understanding LangGraph, maybe tracing, we are not really worried about it. But when you are building production grade AI agents, if you want to know whether AI is making the right decisions or not, if the stakes are really high, if you want to know if there is any error happened, if you want to debug those errors, if you want to exactly identify in a very large system of AI agents, in a very large agentic AI system, if you want to monitor the tool calls and workflow execution, if you want to improve the reliability of AI system, if you want to clearly explain your clients that I have followed this path to get this final answer. And not only that, one of the best feature about LangSmith is it will also give you estimated cost for every operation. If you want to analyze the token usage, latency, and the cost, then LangSmith is a very good option. It is not mandatory that you should track everything, but if in case, if you want to identify, if you are building a very complex AI agent, maybe connecting it to LangSmith server and looking at its backend would be a very good idea. So what is the step-by-step process LangSmith follows? What is the tracing process? As soon as the user sends the query from the LangGraph or LangChain workflow, when it starts, each node, chain, or the tool execution is logged. Literally everything is logged. In fact, we are going to see an example where everything, in fact, there will be a good visualization also, step-by-step branching, and it's so intuitive. It's very easy to understand. Here we have seen generate, tool, generate, reflect, generate. So this is kind of a simple text. But on LangSmith, you will see it in a very much explanatory manner, visually very much appealing. Let's say the same one, if we see the same example, so you can see that generate and then how much time it has taken. So this is the overall reflection agent. And these are the input question, whatever is a user question, final answer is given here. A lot of metadata is given here. Input, output attributes are given here. And the generate node, what is the input, what is the output, LLM that has been used, and how much time, how many tokens we have used and should continue, how much time it has taken for giving you the answer. Then the tools node, what happened inside the tools node, then the generate node, then the reflection node, what the reflection node told, what is the prompt that it has given. Everything is recorded here. So if you really want to know what is happening behind the scenes, the inputs, the outputs, the prompt history, the execution time, the errors, then the intermediate reasoning steps, everything can be tracked by using LangSmith. LangSmith is a very easy, simple concept that has been created by LangChain team so that we can build the agents. I think the LangChain team, initially they started with LangChain, whatever problems that they have observed, they started creating these new frameworks or the new tools like LangGraph, LangSmith. Maybe in future they may create something else as well, so that whatever is the problem as of now, it will be solved by them if we can communicate exactly what is the issue. Probably if they find that this is a kind of burning issue, everybody is facing that issue, they may come up with a better function or the framework or the feature. Let us do the same example. What we will do is our own reflection agent that we have created, we will try to trace it using LangSmith. So you have to go and create a login ID on LangSmith. They will give you some free credits in the beginning. Probably you can run, I think you can trace up to 5,000. I think that is a very large number. You can build multiple agents, at least for the learning purpose. You will not face any issues. But when you are building production grade agents, maybe you may have to buy the license and then trace it properly with security. So let us do this example of tracing back, like we will give the input. So the example that I have shown you, how do you really trace it using LangSmith? Let's get into our code file. So I'm talking about the code given in example 9, tracing using LangSmith. So let's start the coding. So once you go to LangSmith website, if you create a login ID, then if you go to home and if you try to click on tracing, you can create a new project. You can give any name to that project. I'm giving this name as reflection and create the project. Then they will give you a piece of code. Either you're on Cloud Agent SDK or LangChain or LangGraph, since we are using the LangGraph framework. If you are on Shell, then you may have to use these values. If you say generate key, a key will be generated, and that is the key that you must be using. And this is the project name that you have to remember or you have to copy. Key will be shown only once. You have to copy this key. Right now, I have already displayed this key to you. I will not be using it. I'll be simply deleting this. I'll be using my previous project with that key. So for every project, a key and the project name is given. You can also keep your project ID in place, or simply you can use the project name and the key. So once you click on your personal, so I have app test reflection is one of the project, tracing agent and default project. Now working on Colab is little tricky, even though they have given 4 commands, but we may have to execute 6 commands in Colab. First one is LangSmith tracing equal to true, LangSmith tracing version 2, LangChain tracing version 2 equal to true. And then API keys, the keys that you have taken earlier, LangSmith API key, LangChain API key, both of them are one and the same. So in the place of LangSmith also you use LangSmith, in place of LangChain also you use LangSmith. Remember, these many lines of code may not be needed in some other IDEs, but in Colab, I found that sometimes LangSmith is not working properly. This is the best solution that you may have to follow. And then LangSmith project name, the project name that you have picked earlier, you can mention that project name. These settings need to be kept. Just to check whether it is working or not, the code is from LangSmith import traceable, and then you write it as a decorator. I think even without this also automatically it works, but to be on the safe side, it's better to explicitly mention traceable. The name of this trace or the name of this particular agent or the function or this particular code snippet is sample test. So once I execute it, the output is given as 20. So for us, everything has worked properly. But if we go back to our tracing, I think everything, even though I have told tracing agent, if I click on this, it should have been traced here. Everything should have been logged in this one. But due to some bug or due to some error, it is logging everything in default. That is fine for now. We will get adjusted. Maybe if you have a way to somehow find a solution in Colab, you might try it. Otherwise, directly go to default project. In that, I have just executed something called sample test or simple test. So this is a simple test, and this is the tracing. Input is 10, output is 20. So everything is working fine. I have executed this simple function called simple test 1. It takes the input, it adds 10 to it, and then input is 10. We have got the output as 20. So everything is working fine. Now, while you are working on Colab, I found an issue. It tracks, it logs only once. After that, it is not logging any information. After searching a lot of documentation, after searching a lot of solutions, I found the best solution. You must clear the cache. This may not be needed when you are on VS Code. This may not be needed when you are using other IDEs, but on Google Colab, you have to clear the cache. After that, again, you write LangSmith traceable and you write whatever is the name of the agent that you are running. So it will be logged under this name, reflection agent. And then Earlier, we were calling our reflection agent. You just call it. So you just mention these 2 lines of code. That's it. The only lines of code that you need to write is these 2 lines. In fact, in some cases, you don't need to write even these 2 lines of code. Simply, you just mention tracing equal to true and then LangChain tracing equal to true. Automatically, everything will be traced. But particularly under this name, I want to trace it. You just write @traceable, add this decorator, and then mention this reflection agent, whatever your AI agent. And then I have given the question. The question is, what is the gold price in May 2026? That is what I have written. If I execute this code, so this is our original within the tool. This is manual tracing that we were doing. Even if we do not do it, it is fine, because the original trading or the tracing, actual tracing, one by one, everything is happening in the back end. So we got the output in May 2026. The gold price is somewhat this per ounce, etc. That is the output that we got. So if I go back, you can see a couple of seconds ago. So if I go to my 3 minutes ago, right now, if I just refresh this, it will say a couple of seconds ago or a couple of minutes ago. So this is the one. It is tracing in a default. So this is a reflection agent that we have just executed. It took 15 seconds. Total latency is that much. When I click on it, I can see that what is the gold price in May 2026, etc., 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 etc. Everything is given. Generate, should continue outcome, and then Tavily search results, everything it is giving. So we are using the Tavily search result here. So let me ask one more question here. What is the news on Google I or Google AI? What is the news on Google AI? It should fetch some news. So I will go back here, and then you can see in the backend reflection agent, it's rotating. We can see live. It is tracing what is the news on Google AI. It first the LangGraph, and then the generate, and then the should continue is working. Everything is getting tracked. So it is still working on it. Would you like more information, etc.? It is giving. Looks like this agent did not work properly, but that is also giving us a good opportunity to see where we have got it wrong. The output, what is the news on Google AI? Would you like more information on specific, or you have questions related to AI? This is the output that we got. This is not a good output, because it should give us the news related to Google AI. So where is the issue? In the generate, it went to Tavily search and it simply said Google AI news. And then what did Tavily return? Let us see. The Tavily has returned a lot of information, but while we are in generate, the generate was not able to really synthesize the answer from this information. It finally, what did generate do? Here are some of the latest updates. This is the AI message that it got. Then the reflection agent told that here is the improved search. Reflection agent told that these are the updates, collective, etc., etc. And then this GPT worked. Then the generate, finally, it has taken all that information, but final AI output is this one. So earlier AI output was good, but finally the output was given as like this. So that means we may have to go to that generate node and write a clear prompt saying that do not miss out on the information, summarize the information, give me a 2-3 paragraphs of information. That is one way of making this answer a little bit accurate. That means we will go back to that generate node. We can go to that generate node. Where is that? So in the generate node, we are simply saying invoke. We are simply giving the input state messages, and we are simply saying that invoke and generate the answer. Probably we can give a large prompt here saying that do not miss out any information, simply summarize the information. So that kind of mistake it may not do every time. If I try to re-execute it this time, it may give me a better summary. Let us check. It's working. We can go back and check. The reflection agent is working here, is noting down. Let's come back here. Once we get the final output, then we go back to the LangSmith tracing. Again, it is saying, would you like more insights on Google AI above mentioned? Looks like it is giving us this output, but not in the way that we wanted. Probably let me put result -2. That should not be the case, because the last message is the AI message, but I'm trying to get one message before that. So here is the revised enhanced summary, etc., etc., etc. So what we can do is, while we are returning, we can return either one or two, or summary of one or two, or the best method would be you write a prompt in the generate node and tell it that you do not miss any information in the AI messages. We want to print all the AI messages, or in the result, instead of taking the last message, we can take the AI message to be returned from this function. So that is how you can track it. The whole point of LangSmith tracing is you should be able to find out, since we are able to see what was there in the back end. I could easily write -2 last but one message is the one that I want, because we could see that Tavily did not do anything wrong. Tavily has actually generated all the news, but our GPT also did not do anything wrong. It was summarizing everything. But the one that we are printing finally, returning finally, that is the wrong information. We can return either one or two or both of them summarized together, or the best option is summary of all the AI news or all the information that the Tavily search has given. So that is how tracing works. It's a very simple concept. If needed, we can do LangSmith tracing. Otherwise, we can ignore it. We can focus on our AI agents. The deployment team may take care of this tracing.
We have completed corrective RAG, reflection agent, and tracing using LangSmith. And the upcoming two parts or the upcoming two concepts will be very important. We are going to discuss SQL agent, an agent which will take plain English as the input and creates an SQL query. It also goes to the database and executes it. This is one of the most common project a lot of companies are implementing. Probably you can take the inputs inspiration from here, you can further develop it. Definitely you can show it as one of the portfolio project. And then the last one would be multi-tool agentic AI project, where one agent will talk to SQL tool, it will talk to Python, it will talk to web scraping, it will also connect to RAG and try to answer the user question. That will be one of the complex AI agent that you can show it on your profile. It will be very attractive. Definitely it will be challenging, but if you do such projects, there is a very high chance that you will be respected, and there is a high chance that you can crack the job interview. Even if you crack the job interview, if you practice these kind of projects, you should be able to contribute in the agentic AI team quite quickly as soon as you get deployed into the team. So all the best with the rest of the examples. Let's go ahead.